Hello, in this question let us see a simple problem on stoichiometry, and it is about the combustion of a hydrocarbons, right? A welding gas fuel, it's a gas, for example oxyacetylene flame. Acetylene is a gas which burns and give very high temperature, which is suitable for welding purposes. So that a welding fuel gas contains carbon and hydrogen only. Burning a small part of it in oxygen gave 3.38 grams of carbon dioxide, 0.690 gram of water, and no other products, which means it was a pure sample and the only thing formed is carbon dioxide and water, nothing else. Further, it says that a volume of 10 liter measured at STP of this welding gas is found to be 11.6 grams. We have to calculate three things. First, we have to calculate the empirical formula. Then we have to calculate the molecular mass of the gas, and then we actually have to find what is the molecular formula of the gas and identify the gas, right? So let's begin. So first of all, what we do is, let us say when we burn a hydrocarbon CXHY, assume it to be like that, ठीक है? So इसको जब burn करेंगे, when we burn this, what we get CO2 and H2O. Right, this carbon dioxide is coming from where? This carbon dioxide is coming from carbon of the hydrocarbons, entirely from this. So let's understand. If you say that the entire carbon dioxide is coming from the carbon part, so we can say that in molecular formula of carbon dioxide, molecular weight is 44 grams. So out of 44 grams, 12 gram was carbon in carbon dioxide. Therefore, out of 3.38 grams of carbon dioxide, how much is the carbon in the original hydrocarbon sample? So that will be 12 upon 44 into 3.38. That comes out to be 0.96 gram. Now similarly, the water is coming from hydrogen of the hydrocarbon. So if you see a simple calculation, 18 gram of water, which is molecular weight of water, contains 2 gram of hydrogen. Therefore, how much hydrogen will be there in a 0.690 gram of water which is formed? So by simple unitary method, we will say it is 2 by 18 into 0.690. So this is 0.077 gram, right? Which means the total weight of the sample will be, hydrocarbon, both carbon and hydrogen, that will be 0.92 plus 0.077. So total weight will be 0.997, right? Okay. Now, when we have to calculate the empirical formula weight, the first thing that we have to find is the percentage mass of the element. So let us do that thing first and find the percentage mass. So over here, let us say we have to find percentage carbon. So percentage carbon, 0.92 divided by 0.997 into 100, that comes out to be 92.3% carbon by mass. And percentage hydrogen, 0.077 divided by 0.997. This was the mass of hydrogen, this was the mass of carbon, into 100 gives us 7.7%. Now then follow the usual thing. We do the same table formation. First, in the first column, what do we write? We write the percentage mass, right? And that is what we have found, that is 92.3 for carbon and 7.7 for hydrogen. In the second column, then what we do, we find the mole ratio. Mole ratio is percentage weight by their element weight or atomic weight. So that comes out to be 7.7 for hydrogen, 7.7. Then find the simplest ratio, which comes out to be 1:1. Therefore, over here we can say that the empirical formula over here is CH. Empirical formula over here is CH. So this is the empirical formula. So that answers our first part. Second, molar mass. Now since it's a gas, at STP 1 mole occupies 22.4 liter. So for 10 liter we have 11.6 gram. 22.4 liter, which is 1 mole, will weigh how much? So by unitary method it comes out to be 26. And 1 mole weight is nothing but molar mass of the gas. So answer for the second part will be 26. Then third, what is the molecular formula? So molecular formula is a multiple of the empirical formula. So molecular weight we know is 26. Empirical formula is CH, which means empirical formula weight is 12 plus 1, which is equal to 13. So n factor, which is basically the multiplier which we have to multiply in the empirical formula, right, to get the molecular formula, is nothing but molecular formula weight upon empirical formula weight. So 26 upon 13, which comes out to be 2. So we just have to multiply by 2, which means the original gas is nothing but C2H2 or acetylene. And we know that oxyacetylene flame is used in welding.